Okay. Think we're live. Think we're live. Right. Good evening, everybody. We are back with Ratchet Clank. Last time we started the game, got through a couple of levels. That was fun. You know, everything was alright. But, yeah, so today we're gonna go back. And, we last left off in the block station in Nebula G34. And, that's exactly where we're gonna go. We're looking for Drek. And, I hope we'll eventually find him. I mean, obviously the story must progress. I know I've played this game like a million times. I know how everything's gonna happen, but you know, try to keep the element of surprise here for anyone who hasn't played the game, because you know it's still possible. People haven't. Anyways, so tonight's stream, ideally it should be at least 2 hours, of course, but I don't know, 'cause I feel bad that I've been missing a bunch of streams lately, for reasons I can't control, but nonetheless, I'm still somewhat responsible for it. So I'm aiming for definitely, for sure, at least 2 hours, but we might actually try to go even a little bit longer than that. Yeah. Also, there's actually a little Easter egg here. That's like the face of some of like one of the Insomniac Games developers. I'm not entirely sure who, but you know, it's a little Easter egg over here. Anyways, let's see. So we got a couple of things to do here in Planet whatever this face of it is. Do we have any new weapons? We do. Actually, that's kind of useful for this planet specifically. So we're gonna go ahead and buy that. So the taunter literally just it just creates noise and it attracts enemies towards you, which is very situational, but there are situations in here, so you know, we'll go ahead and take care of that. Anyways, I think the first thing we're gonna do is come over here.
This shuttle has an autopilot which will take you to a decommissioned Blarg warship. Our scanners indicate that there may be useful technology on board.
Cool, let's go. There's like 3 different missions that we have to do. Well, not missions. More like 3 different pathways that we have to take care of in this level. We don't have to do it in a particular order. I just like to do them this way, because that's how I've always done them. And it really doesn't matter. For some reason, wherever you come in here, there's always an explosive. I don't know why, but there is. Anyway, we can't go left, so we gotta go right. Okay, so the thing isn't very useful right here. But what weapons do we have on anyways? Can I absorb? I can't. Okay. I thought maybe I could absorb boxes, but I think there is something, either an upgraded version of that weapon in this game, or a completely different game where you can actually absorb the boxes and use them as ammunition. You can't absorb this guy, though. Okay. And then you can just... Well, okay, the firing of that thing is a little bit awkward, but I think the bobber will do just fine in here. Okay. Anyways, again, this area is actually pretty short, and we might as well go ahead and take care of this guys over here. Hold on, this is probably the best weapon for this. Okay, yeah, just burn him up. That is definitely the most efficient thing we can do. Anyway, so our goal is right here. Well, there's a button over there that we gotta press. Hold on. Okay, so I'm not sure if we have actually encountered those boxes before, but we do need explosives to break them. I think I have encountered those boxes already, I just don't remember. Anyways, these guys, they're kind of tough actually, so we're gonna try to fight them from a distance. Okay. That actually is not too bad. There we go. Alright, yeah, they're not that bad actually. I thought it would be really bad. They're not that bad. But it definitely can be pretty tough if you try to take them on at close range, like with the wrench or something like that. And funny enough, there's gonna be a skill point for something along those lines later in this level, so anyways. Press the big red shiny button. Sure, I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
Thank you for selecting our automated self-destruct feature. Vessel annihilation sequence initiated. Please remove all personal belongings.
Maybe pressing the big red shiny button wasn't such a great idea. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Jesus Christ, okay, no, there's this. We don't have time to fight. Okay. Okay, cool. We're done with that. Well, actually, we did have plenty of time, but, there's a sense of urgency, you know? I think the music didn't sync up quite right, but, that's okay. Anyways, we're gonna get a cutscene here now, so...
This is Darla Gratch reporting live from Blackwater City. We've just learned that Captain Cork will be presenting the grand prize at the Intergalactic Hoverboard Championship, which will be held here over the next few days. In related news, this planet has recently been suffering from an infestation of strange amoeboid creatures. The city's administration has assured this reporter that every step has been taken to eradicate these nuisances. Darla Gratch, Channel 2 News.
Did you see that?
Yes, I hope that poor woman is all right.
She's fine, I think. I was talking about the hoverboard races.
Ratchet, you have this distinct lack of caring for other people. I mean, I guess this game doesn't take itself seriously at all, so that's fine, but still. Anyways, you can actually break these things. Give you some bolts. Not a lot of them, but they give you some bolts. And as you guys know, we can definitely use every instance of bolts we can find. Okay. Oh, hi. I can just kill you from over here. Boom. Okay, but there's definitely gonna be a couple more of those guys, so, hold on, is that? I think, yeah, there is. Okay. Breaking these things is kind of annoying, because you have to aim and do... Okay, maybe you can jump up them. It's possible, but, anyways. And then, again, the Pyrocitor is, like, the best possible weapon for this sort of scenarios. Until even small enemies start, like, being able to shoot you. That's where it becomes a problem. But right now they can't do anything to me, so that's okay. It's a-alright. Also, I don't know why, but the bolts that come from these are really bright. Like almost pure white. Kind of bright, and that's weird, but that's okay. Okay.
Need a little help with these enemies? Try your taunter.
Yeah, so the taunter. This is where it's actually kind of useful, because you see that force field? You can just call them, and they're too stupid to realize that there is in fact a force field, so they'll just die from the force field. And again, Easter egg. Oh, okay, okay, now I'm inside it. Hold on. There we go. I don't know why I wanted to show it that again. Maybe just in case someone else joins the stream and I haven't realized, because again, I only have the chat window open. Also, why is the ship and some other thing over there not filtered like the rest of everything here? That's weird. That's really freaking weird. Oh god. Anyways, I guess the freaking ship is immune to filters for whatever reason. Okay, hold on now. There's what I want. There we go. Okay, whenever you see those like air vents, you gotta be careful, because the enemies will drop down from them. Also, they don't actually lead to anything. They just lead straight to the ceiling. And they just make enemies drop out of them. It's kind of weird. But it's okay. we'll manage. Anyways, this puzzle right here is optional, but we have no reason not to do it, so might as well do it. Let's see. Oh, we gotta... I think we gotta keep you in there. You're like... Wait, no, hold on. I think I want that one like that. And then... Huh. Okay, there we go. That's how it is. And you just get a bunch of golds after you... Bolts! After you fight those 3 guys over there. But that's fine. Alright. Anyways. Let's see. Yeah, there's some pretty good, like, bolt games in here. In fact, I think I just already made up the money that I spent on the Taunter when I first got here. So, it's pretty good. It's nice. Alright. Let's see. So what I need to... Well, okay, again, those are optional over there, but I'm still gonna grab them. That's not how you need to do that, but I just like to do it that way. Alright. There's no reason to come over here. You can, but you don't have to. There's no benefit. Unless... Okay, hold on, maybe? Maybe if you're real creative, you can get over there, but, again, I'm sort of out of practice here. Also, this place is really dark. I can barely see. Oy, I got hit already. Okay. Let's go and wait here for those things to go away. There we go. Okay. Now we got our health back real quick. That's good. There's the man over here. I'm pretty sure there's a couple of those enemies here. Hold on. Yeah, see? I knew it. I remember. My memory of this game is slowly but surely coming back. Alright. Also, again, I am still kind of sick. I don't know if I already mentioned that, but I am still sick today. Just not, like, super sick. But if things start going south from, like, my voice dying, again, I said that I was going to stream for at least 2 hours today. And indeed I will. But, you know, if after those 2 hours I start just getting a little bit too under the weather with my sickness, then, oh shit, oh crap. Okay, good thing. Again, I can't see. Why is it so dark in here? Hey! Oh, can I turn the brightness up? Like from here? No. Oi. There's no reason why a platformer should be this freaking dark. Jesus. Okay, whatever. Also, I'm not really sure this is supposed to be Blark frogs or just baby Blarks or whatever, but because we're in the Blark station. But that doesn't necessarily mean that everything in here is going to be a Blark of some description. It might not be. Anyways. When I look back at the I hate Ratchet and Clank footage I ever record, and this is not my first time recording Ratchet and Clank footage, because again I have been Let's Playing for several years. It's just that a lot of the old Let's Plays are just gone now. They're just weren't that good, or they're on a different channel and stuff like that. But I have recorded Ratchet and Clank games several times, and every time I look back at the footage and I think I got every bolt, and then oh crap, I missed a bolt. Oh crap, I missed another bolt. And I don't know why, it's just taunting me, because it's like I try so hard to get them. Hey, don't do that. But then I fail, and I feel bad about it. Okay, whatever. Anything over here? No, okay. There's a couple of guys. I would also some of those guys. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to back. Get you guys to back off. Alright. The freaking blaster is really useful. I never realized just how useful it was. It feels kind of underwhelming because it's just a bunch of shots. Like it doesn't look flashy, but it is useful. And You know, that's nice. Okay, hold on. I am actually having a little bit of trouble talking, I will admit. But anyways, what the... Hey, Ratchet, get up here. There we go. There's a secret over here, actually. There we go. There's a gold bolt right here. Boom. You see, if you then use the three-dimensional camera movements, like check places, you wouldn't have realized that was there. And also, there's one of these things again. Very soon we'll be able to handle that, but not right now. All right, nice cookie pitch bending we got here in the music right now. Yeah, the Ratchet Clank music is pretty interesting when it comes to that. But also, welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy your stay. All right, we haven't done a whole lot of stuff right now, so it's okay. You haven't missed anything particularly interesting other than we made a ship self-destruct. That was kind of interesting, but anyways. Hello, you. Okay, and then you. Okay, so you can actually once again use the taunter, right? Hey, where you come from? Okay, Jesus. Anyways, you can use the taunter right here. Yep, and I think you actually get a trophy for. Not trophy. A skill point for doing this. Or maybe I'm mistaken. I'm not sure. Hold on. Maybe it works if you do it with this guy as well. Hold on, you. There we go. Okay, maybe there is a thing you can get there, but I just haven't gotten. Okay, so was this the same Ratchet and Clank game you had me play before? No, I believe the one you had or have. I'm not sure if you still have it, but that was Going Commando. That was the second one. This is the first one. So it's obviously gonna look kind of similar because they came just 1 year after each other. But yeah, this is the first game, so there's a lot of things here that were not in Going Commando. Okay, so this is the first boss really, and you actually get a skill point for killing this thing with just the wrench. So we're gonna do exactly that. It's actually not that hard, except because it does summon enemies as well. Ow! Yeah, you actually have to kill the enemies with the wrench as well. Okay. Yeah, just maneuver around it, and then you'll be a-okay. And there are some health replenishers right here. Hold on. Okay, now over there. Ow. Well, that was just unfair. Jesus. Okay. I forgot the checkpoint system in this game is not very kind. Ay. Okay, hold on. Let's try that again. Jesus. Okay. Come to think of it, Going Commando did have a more modern looking UI, yeah, definitely. And do all bosses have bonuses for just using the wrench? Kind of like the Mega Buster only challenge in the late Mega Man games. No, I think it's just this boss. I'm pretty sure most of the other bosses are really hard or impossible to do that with. So they were nice enough to just do it with this boss. Also, most of the bosses here in Ratchet and Clank are... there's not that many bosses, and a lot of them are kind of underwhelming. But it's no big deal. It's still a good game. Okay. Anyways, let's try this again. I don't have the freaking force field anymore, so that's just a bundle of joy. But I still have the blaster, so that's okay. We don't need to kill these guys because the path to the other way is open, but I'm still gonna kill them just like when I get the bolts for them. Okay, hold on. Is that gonna hit him? Yes, it is. Actually, I can just use this as well. Hey, you. What the? That didn't hit him? Come on. Hey. Also, I completely missed the previous Ratchet and Clank stream. Have I missed the introduction of Captain Chin? You have. We haven't met him in person yet, but we have seen him in, like, commercials. and we're actually looking for Captain Quark. And we haven't found him yet, but we will find him soon enough. So you haven't missed like the actual meeting with him and then Ratchet and Clank. Okay, let's try this again. Again, the problem is not the Queen. The problem is the minions. Yeah, the little enemies. These guys are the problem. Okay. Also, this is a key difference between Ratchet and Clank 1 and like all the other Ratchet and Clanks. Once you throw the wrench, you can't move until your wrench comes back. In the next Ratchet and Clank, like in the sequels, you're actually able to move even while your wrench is not on you. It'll come back to you soon enough. Okay. Alright. Let's try this again. Not full health, so I should be better. Okay, there we go. I was just being an idiot last time. Okay. Alright. It's a funny thing because back in the day... Boom, there we go. Got a skill point. It's back in the day, I used to pretty much only use the wrench for the majority of my Ratchet and Clank playthroughs because I was always so paranoid that I would run out of ammo. It just never registered that this game literally like it just drains ammunition on you. You'll only run out of ammo if you like just absolutely just literally go around shooting for no reason. That's the only way you'll ever really run out of ammo in this kind of games. Anyways. Ratchet, Clank and Quark are the only characters I know from this game. Using only the wrench makes me think this looks like a Banjo-Tooie boss fight. Ha! Interesting. Anyways, there's actually a couple of interesting characters in this game. Primarily, the plumber. He was introduced in like the first official level, and you know he's a staple of the Ratchet and Clank franchise. And we've also met a couple of other characters that will show up again later. But I would definitely argue that Ratchet, Clank, and Quark are the most, like, important ones. Alright. Hello, Mr. Man. I'll help you momentarily. For now, I'm just gonna get some ammo and stuff over here. That looks like a Sam and Max character. I'm actually... When did Sam and Max... Because Ratchet and Clank is from 2002. Sam and Max older than that? Or is it... Anyways.
Thought I was a goner this time. Some nano-wit in genetics must have left the cages open again.
You could come down now.
Honestly, a gadget engineer deserves a bit more respect, if you ask me.
So, you are an inventor.
Gadget engineer. I create revolutionary devices for Executive Chairman Drek. For instance, Viola. My soon-to-be patented grind boots. Look, I need to get out of here so I can find a new job. How about I sell you these? At cost.
Sell? After we just saved your scrawny butt?
All right. I'll give you the employee discount too.
Again, what I said last time, everyone in this game wants money, no matter what you did for them beforehand. They're never gonna just do a favor for you. Okay, anyways.
Well, thanks. I'm gonna get out of here while I still can.
You've got the grind boots. Grind boots let you travel on rails like this. Just jump onto the rail and grind.
The grind boots are actually, again, a recurring gadget in the Ratchet and Clank franchise. So that's something else you can look out for. Anyways, well, the Sam and Max comics and cartoons are definitely older, but I think Telltale Games' Sam and Max came after this. Alright, well, you did call this series Capitalism in Space. That is true, there's a very good reason why I called it like that. Alright. Now, really, that title technically fits for every single Ratchet and Clank game, but I'm only calling that for this one. I'll try to come up with something more creative for all the other ones. Alright. But yeah, the grind boots come back in pretty much every game, even the spin-offs. So, they're really cool. Usually the grind boots stages are kind of nice. Okay, and this literally just drops you right here to solve the next puzzle. So hello. Okay, I just gotta put this in here, and then that in there, and then boom. It looked menacing, but it was actually pretty easy. Alright. Let's see. Okay, so this section is actually gonna be kind of interesting, because, send Clank to explore the outside of the station. Yeah, because the outside is not gonna have oxygen, of course, because we're in space. So, you actually get to play as Clank for a little while here. So it makes sense for the game to actually be called Ratchet and Clank, because Clank is actually a playable character every once in a while. That's kind of cool. I mean, he's a lot slower than Ratchet, of course. He's more about puzzle solving than, like, action-backed platforming, but, hey, that's cool. It fits his character. His gameplay fits his character. Also, we see that gold ball right there, but I don't believe we can actually get that right now, so we'll have to come back for that later. Alright. Anyways. We can't punch. It's not like he's unable to self-defense, he just can't self-defend as well as Ratchet. Okay. Wide Rail seemed to have exploded in popularity during the PS2 era of video games. Yep, that was a pretty popular thing back then. Also, Psychonauts and Sonic Adventure 2 came out around this time, right? Yeah! Okay, Psychonauts is like 2005, and then Sonic Adventure 2 is like what, 2000? 2001? And again, this game is 2002. So, like, yeah, the early to mid 2000s. That was the time for grind boots and grind rails and stuff like that.
Jump, then press and hold the X button again while in the air to glide.
Yep, you can do that with Ratchet and you can do that with Clank. Because when you're doing it with Ratchet, it's actually Clank doing the gliding. So it makes sense that Clank by himself is able to glide. Also, you can climb up here, but there's no need to. Unless... Hold on, can I? No, okay, no. Ratchet... Clank is not nearly acrobatic enough for that shit. But that's okay. Alright. Okay, you guys... Ow. Alright, whatever. Okay, so we can see some... I also love how in the scenery you can just see some, like, planets. And, like, stars and stuff in the distance. Also, I'm pretty sure that's just Neptune. Like, these are, like, unique planets that they actually designed to look like something different. But I think that's just straight up Neptune. Or Uranus. One of those two. No, I think it's Neptune. Okay. But anyway, that's interesting. It's just so weird. I didn't notice that any games prior to this area, not even on the PS1 and N64, not covering little rail games like rail shooters. I want to say that there might have been some rail like grinding sections on a couple of PS1 games. I can't remember any off the top of my head right now though. So maybe you're right. Maybe I'm just imagining things here, which is entirely possible. I've done that before. Okay. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, but definitely, I think the Sonic games in particular are pretty popular when it comes to grind rail sections. So anyways, as you can see, there's that thing over there. There's no way we can make that jump from anywhere. Unless you're a speedrunner, because when you're a speedrunner, you just come up with shit that you shouldn't be able to come up with. But we're not speedrunning this game, we're going through it at a reasonable, calm pace. You know, well, okay, more like a steady pace, but not like fast. Okay. Let's see. So there's a couple of things here. Okay, so this guy, there's no way that Clank can actually stand up to this thing. So what we gotta do is we gotta come back here and grab a couple of these robots, guys. And you can just break them out of the cage.
You have just activated a Gadgetbot. To command a Gadgetbot, hold down the triangle button and select wait, follow, attack, or enter.
Yep, so you just command them, hey, kill that thing. There you go. And we did just lose one, but you can get them back. So they respawn at the place where you get them from. Like right here. Okay, so you hey, come here. There you go. Okay, TV Tropes has ahead the list. I'm going to check it. Most everything at a glance came from the PS2 era, though. Okay, yeah. That makes it. It was a pretty popular thing around this time. I think it's because platformers were just switching to bigger, more action-oriented worlds and stuff. So grind rails seemed like a very reasonable thing to put in those kinds of games, whereas the PS1 and N64 era were more... What's the word I'm looking for? I'm not sure what the word I'm looking for, but it is, you know, they weren't quite as quote-unquote action-packed as PS2's platformers. Alright, let's see. That's the clank. That's the clank. That's the laugh that Clank always does. It's almost a staple of them.
Using it, you can drain and fill pools. Our sensors do not detect any on this space station.
There is no water on this space station. How are living creatures actually living here? It's kind of spooky. But okay, maybe blowers don't actually need water. I don't know. They're an alien species. You never know what these alien species are going to be all about. Let's see.
I'm back.
So you are.
And I found this.
Hey, cool. It's a, what is it?
A hydro displacer.
Great. I always wanted one of those, I guess.
Well,
Did you know you can place any gadget or weapon on your quick select?
I did. You don't have to tell me, lady. I did know about that. Was there any more? I don't see any more. Okay, that's all right. So we're actually gonna go ahead and change our quick select a little bit here. So let's put the hydro displacer right there, and the taunter was just for this planet. We're not really gonna. Like, there's a couple of other occasions where we can use it, but for the most part, we should just you know, stick to something else. So we'll put the what's the name of you? The Glove of Doom in here for now. There's also Final Fantasy X Jet Set. Wait, Final Fantasy X? Final Fantasy X had a grind rail cutscene, not a grind rail section though. So yeah, even outside of platformers, they just implemented it into a cutscene there. Jet Set Radio, of course. Sly Cooper, definitely. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. I think it had a slide section. I'm not sure about a grind rail section. Kingdom Hearts, yes, Kingdom Hearts did. Scalar, guess that's like the thing. That's the staple of Scalar. Grind rails. All these are from PS2, Dreamcast, or GameCube. Yeah, Scalar, like, that was like the selling point of that game. We have really, really good grind rail sections. And it has pretty good grind rail sections. So, that's a very underrated PS2 platformer that we will play someday. Not right now, because right now we're playing Ratchet Clank, but we will play that game someday. Alright, Blackwater City at Relgar. Let's go over there. I always have to be careful if there's gonna be a cutscene between planetary travel, because there's sometimes not always, but there sometimes there are a couple of cutscenes there. Okay, so yeah, a couple of interesting things are gonna happen here on this planet. Let's see, but anyway, yeah, really weird. I see no examples from the PS1 and N64 era, where they did experiment with this on a few SNES and Genesis games. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Alright, there's a couple of, like, well, it's the new weapon here.
I got some great bargains for you today.
A Mind Glove, it's kind of I think I'm gonna hold off on that one. I'd rather save the money for a better weapon later, rather than just getting the Grind Glove, the Mind Glove now. It's not that useful. I promise you. Alright, anyway, there's sharks in this water, so don't fall down there. It's bad news. Alright. This salesman looks like some shady uncle of Gex's. That's an interesting comparison. And funny enough, he never actually comes back. In the later games, it's just like... there is no salesman. It's just... You go to the thing and there's weapons for sale. But this dispenser, controlled by no one. And here there's actually like... It's actually like... sort of like an online market sort of thing. But anyways, this is how the hydro displacer works. You literally just drain a pool. Yeah, you can put this one into a different pool. And I know it doesn't seem like we're holding an entire pool on this thing, but trust me, we are. You just gotta believe. Alright. Okay. Well, in this universe it makes more sense. It makes sense for everything to be dispensed with the vending machines. Yeah, that makes sense. And I'm sure, you know, thinking about it, I'm sure that was a big selling point for this game in Japan, because Ratchet & Clank is actually really popular in Japan. So I wonder if, of the many things that made it popular, vending machines was one of them. Because again, Japan has like a fetish for vending machines. It's ridiculous. Oh yeah. Alright. I think I messed with the... I think I messed with this in Going Command. There are swimming sections in Going Commando, but I don't think the hydro... Yeah, the hydro displacer is not in Going Commando. Okay, there are swimming sections, but not actual, like, draining and refilling of pools to swim on them. But yeah, swimming is a thing that you see in pretty much every Ratchet and Clank game, except for like I think the only game that doesn't have it is A Crack in Time. Or okay, there might be a couple of other ones that don't have it, but I know for a fact A Crack in Time, despite having really good water physics, doesn't actually have swimming. So alright. Really, I could have sworn I was using something to transport large quantities of water. Maybe I was just hitting switches. I think you were talking about the what's the name of that thing? The okay, it's some gadget that lets you like freeze bodies of water, and then yeah, it lets you freeze a body of water so you can walk on it as if it was ice, and then you can melt it again so you can actually swim on it. So it's still water puzzles with a gadget, it's just not the same water puzzles. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but I don't remember if Ratchet & Clank Up Your Arsenal had anything like that. Anyways, we gotta move here, so... Okay. The water is actually starting to come up, so we gotta be quick about this. We don't have much time. We will have to come back here again. Okay, there's a lot... That's something we have to do a lot in this game. Coming back to different sections to get items with different gadgets that you acquire later. Also, just ignore the freaking like slime monsters. They're not gonna be doing much to us right now. Okay. Alright, come on, let's move. No, Ratchet, no, don't climb. Don't kick off. Climb. Oh shit! Please hurry up. Okay, am I gonna make this shit? Oh fuck! Ay. Ratchet, please. Please. Oh shit! I don't see the water. Wait. Please. Okay, good. All right, that was kind of intense. Okay. I feel like some part of the level would have been nightmarish on an N64 platformer like Mario or Conker. Yeah, I do know that the old platformers have a very bad reputation for their swimming levels. I think they got a little better in the PS2 era, but still. Anyways, we're actually gonna get to meet Quark in here, so there's a pretty important cutscene.
Hey, press conference is over. Captain Quark don't want no more reporters bugging him in his trailer.
Oh, you see, my friend and I need to speak to the captain about a matter of galactic security.
You mean you and your walking camera? You paparazzi make me sick. Now beat it!
But, sir, I'm sure the Captain Quark will understand once we...
Now, save it. I know how it works. You convince me to let you in, you snap a picture of the captain in his underpants, then you sell a picture to the info tabloid for $1 million bolts!
You've got it all wrong.
Meanwhile, I'm stuck here making 6 bolts an hour, and I have to listen to a lecture from that cheapskate Quark. So you don't get in unless I get a kickback. In advance.
Okay, never mind. We don't get to meet Quark unless we pay up. Thankfully, I have the money, though.
You see how it works? You grease the hinges, the door opens.
Captain Quark?
What's that?
It's Ratchet and Clank, Captain. You know, from the hub.
Oh, yes, I know who you are.
You do?
Yes, and thank the galaxy you found me.
Huh?
There's an awful plot being hatched to destroy our planets.
Ratchet, he knows.
Great. Does that mean we can go hoverboarding now?
My friends, we're all in grave danger, and I believe that together we can put a stop to this madness.
Together? You mean you want our help?
Look, Ratchet, I've been keeping an eye on you. I've never seen anyone with such raw talent. You are a true hero in the making.
Really? You mean I could be famous?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, here, take this. What makes one man toil in obscurity while another becomes a hero? Is it strength, compassion, determination, or just pure blind luck? Wise men through the ages have struggled with that very question, but Captain Quark knows the secret. That's why he's been able to defeat more despots, rescue more damsels in distress, and save more civilizations than any other hero in the galaxy. Now is your opportunity to see if you've got the stuff heroes are made of. This infobot contains coordinates to Quark's secret base. Can you quickly conquer Quark's killer cannonade of confounded contraptions? Can you quickly Oh, just make your way through the defenses to the center of the base. Prove yourself, learn the secret, and earn your place in galactic history. Consult your doctor before attempting any strenuous exercise. Not responsible for death or dismemberment. Your results may vary. Meet me at my headquarters.
Hey, Captain Ratchet, what do you think?
We won't fail you, sir. We promise.
Well, that was the... we got to meet Quark, so now we gotta meet him somewhere else, but, that's cool. The bouncer's gone now. We can get up here. Okay, we actually can't get up there, but, there's no reason to anyway, so that's okay. Okay, we're not done here, because we gotta go do the hoverboard races now. And that's gonna be kind of interesting, because there's actually a skill point for completing those quickly, and that's really hard. Also, you people, I think the best weapon to use against them is just put in here. And then let them take care of it. Yeah, there's one more. Thank you. Okay, there's just one more guy I can take care of like that. Boom! Okay, but we can't go over there right now, so I just want to take care of those guys so they don't bother me again later. Okay, I just gotta take a taxi. Go back toward the beginning of the level so we can take a different path. And now I can see the source of inspiration for some of Portal 2's jokes. Yeah, this kind of has a Portal. Kind of had a Portal vibe to it. Of course, this came way before, so actually Portal has a Ratchet and Clank vibe to it. That's the right way to say it. Yeah, I can see what you said about what you mean about this feeling like Ren and Stimpy. I haven't watched much of Ren and Stimpy, but what I have seen, yeah, I can definitely see it fitting in this description. Okay, also there's just a fucking tank here. Alright, so the best way to take care of a tank is... what the hell is it? That's a skill point for... oh, wait, we can't do that right now. Okay, that's okay, we'll just shoot it. There we go. It's actually not that tough. Alright, so apparently Quark's voice actor is Jim Ward, who I recognize as the reporter and Doc Dimmadome from the Fairly Odd Parents. Ah! Yeah, I can definitely see that. That actually does fit him quite well. In fact, yeah, even his... yeah, okay, I can definitely see that. I think his voice just straight up sounds the same. Well, not the same, but like very, very similar. obviously it's the same voice actor, but like they're making a similar voice and everything with a reporter at least. Okay, let's see. Oh, well, that's a lot of people. Hold on. Okay, that's a lot better. Now this guys, this freaking things right here. Then you can just absorb them. Maybe no. There's an easier way to take care of this thing, but I just don't even know what it is. Okay, whatever, just eat them up. Okay. Also, I believe... yeah, I believe Quark has been the same voice actor, like Jim Ward has been the same voice actor for Quark, like for the entirety of the Ratchet and Clank franchise. And I believe that's the same with Clank as well. But Ratchet, I believe in this game, he's voiced by someone different from who he is in every other game. I don't remember who exactly voices Ratchet in the other games, but he does sound a little different. Like his voice is still similar, but it does sound a lot more professional, I guess, than in this game. Okay. Also, something you can actually do here is these guys are first and foremost exterminators. So what you can just do is release them, and they'll actually come and fight that thing for you. And then they'll come and fight you, which is kind of dumb. Okay. There we go. Okay, I took some damage, but that's okay. Alright, I don't know how I got into Ratchet and Clank, the trivia page, but apparently Charles Martineau, Super Mario, had a role in A Crack in Time. I don't know about that one, because, okay, here's the thing, I actually haven't played A Crack in Time. I know of it, and I've seen things about it, I just haven't played it yet. In fact, I think it's the only main franchise Ratchet and Clank game, not counting the remake, the reboot of the first game, that I haven't played. And a lot of people say that's like the second best one, so I'm definitely gonna get around doing that soon enough. But yeah, it's gonna be a while before we get to that game though, because that's way later into the franchise. Okay, go ahead and break these things here so we get some. Yeah, that's right. Don't try to throw your wrench when there's an obstacle in the way, because it kind of freaks out. Okay, let's try that again. But hold on, I'm trying to... There we go. Okay, I need to break that thing. You guys. I swear this bomb glove has a much shorter range than I think it should. Okay. Also, this guy right here. We're gonna be talking to him once we're done with this little section over here. If any character goes wahoo, you recognize his voice immediately. Yeah, I guess that's right. But also keep in mind that Charles Martineau does have a pretty wide range of voices, because he's always most highly recognized for his voice as Mario, but he also voices some like really evil, menacing dragon in like the Elder Scrolls Skyrim. So just from that knowledge alone, I can imagine that he has a pretty wide range of voices. Just like, yeah, Steve Bloom is also another voice actor that has very wide range of voices. Alright. Anyways, yeah, because Steve Bloom voices like some really cool character from an anime, and then he also voices fucking Gilmon from Digimon Tamers, and you know Gilmon sounds like Gilmon sounds like this. Actually, even worse than that. I just can't make the voice go all the way. But he also voices some other cool characters like Spike Spiegel, maybe? Is that it? I'm not sure actually. Anyways, here's a cutscene. Let's watch that.
Rhino for your robot. Trade you.
Well, Okay.
Ratchet.
I'm kidding. Sorry, he's not for sale. What's a rhino anyway?
Rip ya a new one.
What did you just say to me?
R-Y-N-O. Rip ya a new one.
Why, that's the most powerful missile launcher in the galaxy. I know it's worth a lot of bolts. He must have stolen it from the Blarg.
Stolen? Look, trash can. Did I say's anything about it being hot? You better watch your mouth or I'll...
Wait, don't tell me. Rip you a new one.
Okay, so the Rhino, it's the most powerful weapon in the game. It costs 150,000 bolts. We don't have that kind of money right now. And even by the end of the game, we probably still won't have that kind of money. We will if you want to get the Rhino, you're gonna have to go out of your way to grind for bolts. But that is something we may end up doing. I might not use it a whole lot if we do end up getting it, but the Rhino is definitely a formidable weapon to witness. It is very, very fucking powerful. Alright. But we'll also get up here and get some bolts. Alright. Anything else around here? I don't think so. Okay, now we're done. I can't break this wall hydrants, can I? No, I can't. Alright. Because I knew I recognized Quark's bouncer. It's Kevin Michael Richardson, aka every menacing black character in Western animation. I see. Yeah, I can see that. Alright. Let's see. Ow. Yeah, this is gonna be fun to watch. But first of all, let's take all the boxes over here. Okay. And break this stuff. And again, this thing shows up every fucking level. Can't do anything with it right now, but we will be able to do something with it once we're done here. Okay, no, not once we're done here, but immediately after we do something once we're done here. Alright. I think that's the last thing. Alright. So, 3 dudes, like the slime monsters, and then there's a bunch of exterminators around them. Let's go and enjoy the carnage. I love watching this shit. It's like watching a gladiator's arena. And it looks like the monsters won, but that's okay because I just left 2 of them for me. That's an awesome thing that they thought about. I love that. Alright. It's a big mystery in that antenna frog pop in every community made TF2 map. Huh. Yeah, it's I guess that's the thing. Anyways, maybe there's some history behind that thing in TF2. But okay. Let's see. So we're almost. No, we're not. Okay, we still have this section. Can I? Hold on. Let me try something. Nope. Okay, they're not attracted to it. That's okay. I just gotta do a couple things here. Alright, so you guys, let's take the bomb gloves out. There we go. Took all of them out in one shot. Alright, I swear there's a weapon like specifically designed for those guys. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but there is something. Oh yeah, where else you got him? The Pyrocenter seems to work pretty well though, so that's okay. Alright. Okay, so it's over here, and this over here, and that over there. We could just keep going up there, because that's where we gotta go. But we can go back and see what else we can do around here. Okay. And there's more of these guys over here. Alright, cool, awesome. And break that open. And that. Okay. So there's one more pathway that we can take. So let's go ahead and take care of that. Okay, I brought a portal Portal 2 earlier, but wow, apparently early in development, Clank was supposed to be 3 spheres with different personalities. Fancy. Really now? I did not know about that. I think the only thing that I remember from like development that Insomniac Games might have done before they finished Ratchet and Clank was, okay, so all this button is broken, so we can't actually go over here the normal way. But what I remember is that I think there were like 2 or 3 different games that Insomniac Games wanted to do before they ended up doing Ratchet. There was some weird thing, can't remember the name of it. Then there was a game that was literally just called Girl with a Sword. Or Girl with Sword. It was really just like an action platformer where you played as a girl with a sword. So obviously that concept never really went anywhere because it didn't have much depth to it. But the third game that they almost made, well, not almost made, but like they had a design bible for it, and it looked really cool actually. It was like not Monster Hunter, but like Monster Knight, I think was the name of it. And it was a game where you played as this like lion-looking girl, kind of like how, imagine Ratchet, but taller, slinkier, like less like slendier, with a knight's armor and a girl. And that's what the character looked like. And the gimmick of that game is that you actually capture monsters, and the monsters themselves sort of serve as weapons. So you had like a shark that you could use that you would like extend his like head and turn him into a spear, and then you could shoot his teeth. And then there was some kind of monster that expanded into an umbrella, so you could use it to like glide. The concept looked really cool, and I actually would love it if Insomniac Games would actually have done something like that, not just throw it in the trash. But we ended up getting Ratchet instead. So I mean, I love Ratchet, don't get me wrong, but I still would like to see that Monster Knight thing come out at some point. But I think that's just wishful thinking at this point.
Welcome to the HoverCon Intergalactic Hoverboard Competition. Captain Quark's giving away a brand new Platinum Zoomerator to the winner of this competition.
A Platinum Zoomerator. Perhaps that will be the proof of your accomplishments that Skid's agent requires.
Wait, do you guys mean Skid McMarks?
Yeah, Skid couldn't make it, so we're here to, you know, fill in for him.
Guess we'll see about that.
Anyway, so I see your question over there, if it's more like Super Mario Odyssey or more like Pokemon. I think it's just, you literally go, you don't actually capture the monsters like every monster you encounter. No, I think it's just like, you know, there's predetermined monsters that you are able to capture, and then those are the monsters that become gadgets and stuff. So I guess technically if you transform Pokemon into like a straight platformer or an action platformer rather than RPG, and you limit the amount of monsters but give them much more varied abilities. That's kind of what Monster Knight, I think, ideally would have been like. Which again, I think the idea is really cool. They just never went anywhere with it. Yeah, so like Psycho Waluigi. I think so. Yeah, maybe. I'm not too familiar with Psycho Waluigi, but I think what I've seen of him, yeah, I think something like that might be what you're looking at. Alright, anyway, before we come over here, I gotta recall you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Sorry, lady, if I'm literally hitting your face and stuff, but okay. So I go ahead and enter the race, and by the way, it loads instantly. See? You don't even get a warning, you just, hey, you're in the fucking race now, go fucking lock, you piece of shit. Alright. Anyways, let me see if I can actually... Yeah, we gotta win this, of course, but there is a like a skill point you can get for beating this in under a certain amount of time, which we can do right now, but it's really hard. Well, we can come back later once we get an upgrade to the hoverboard, and that will let us do things a little bit easier. Okay. It's just 3 laps. It's pretty simple. We're already in first place, and we haven't lost. But I don't intend to lose in first place. Okay. And there's also a skill point you can get if you do like a certain combination of tricks. But I guess I can't do it right now. Alright. I can hear the other racers like right behind me, so I can't get too distracted here. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do, but that's okay. Again, there's some kind of weird combination you can do to get a skill point by doing just like tricks.
Hi folks, Captain Quark here. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce this year's HoverCon Intergalactic Champions. Let's give it up for newcomers,
Ratchet and Clank.
Hey, look, that's us.
Today's winners will take home a brand new professional-grade Model T15 Platinum Zoomerator. Manufactured by Gadgetron, this hoverboard drive delivers more lift, speed, and maneuverability than any other anti-grav device on the market. Well, folks, that's all the time we have. Tonight, remember to set your infobots to the Quark Classic channel for tonight's episode of Dogfight Over Death Canyon, starring yours truly. Thank you, and have a Quark-tastic day.
Okay, so now we have the Zoomerator. We can actually go back in there and try this race again.
Since you now have a Zoomerator, you can convert tricks to turbo. Press the square button to use turbo.
So yeah, so thanks to that we can actually... As long as we keep doing tricks, we can actually just keep a consistent turbo. And that's where tricks really come in handy. There we go. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. So yeah, as long as I keep holding down square and keep doing tricks to replenish my my turbo, I will literally never drop out of turbo, which is exactly what I'm going to need if I want to get a different skill point for completing this race in under a certain amount of time. And it is a pretty tight goal to complete, so yeah, okay. Also, I'm pretty sure all the names of the tricks are like references to the characters in the game. So, you know, we gotta... If you're actually familiar with the characters, you pretty much recognize all the names. If not, then some of them might just look kind of weird to you. Okay, let's see. I know it's kind of weird to be doing this race immediately after again, but this is just for the skill points. So we can get those skill points pretty good. Okay, I don't think I need to worry about doing tricks anymore. This is the final lap. Okay. Is that it? Nope, we didn't do it fast enough to get the skill point. Ah, you know what? That's fine, whatever. I'll do that on my own time, so you guys don't have to like stick around watching me do the same race over and over and over. That will get kind of boring. I don't know why I couldn't be asked to break things in Ratchet and Clank for money when I played South Park, the Fractured Butthole. I couldn't stop doing it. I think, okay, some things in Ratchet and Clank are kind of annoying to break. Like, for example, in the last level, I'm not sure if you managed to catch it, but there were like ceiling lamps. So every time you want to break a ceiling lamp, you actually have to go into first person, aim up, and then throw the wrench at it, and that's kind of tedious for only a couple of bolts. As opposed to some other things that are just like boom, you hit it and boom, you get money for it. So if there weren't breakables that are annoying to break, then I could definitely see that being a thing. But anyways, because we got the Zoomerator, that is a proof that we won the hoverboard races, which means we can go back to Aridia and bring the prize to Skid's agent and get a prize for it. Like a different prize for it. Yeah, I would never have stopped to break those lamps if I were playing. Alright, yeah. Okay, but we are gonna have to come back to Aurelia once again later, once we have a different item. But for right now, I just want to bring this to Skid's agent, so we get the thing that will activate those freaking antenna thingies on the ground. Alright. Let's see.
Fantastic! You got it! Great work, kid. So, are you gonna represent me?
You bet, kid. And as a signing bonus, I've got this.
Cool helmet.
That is a sonic summoner. It is used to attract sand mice.
Right, and it's all yours. Well, I'm off to finalize the paperwork. I'll have my people call your people.
Do you have people?
The Sonic Summoner allows you to interact with the mysterious and intelligent sand mice species. Despite their innocent appearance, sand mice are very effective and aggressive hunters. Simply equip the Sonic Summoner when you are near a sand mouse house, and a mouse will emerge to greet you. If the mouse likes you, it may offer a bit of high-caliber tactical assistance.
I want to say that these videos were made like during the when the game wasn't even finished yet, because I believe some of them show signs of an older, more primitive UI. So they're kind of weird. Anyways, is it like a buck bowl in Half-Life 2? Maybe. Anyways, you just summon it and it's just a little guy. Follows you around, and if there's enemies, like right here, you shoot them. And it sticks around for a while, or until he runs out of ammo, and then he just disappears. So he's pretty useful, pretty powerful too. But and there is a skill point related to him later. But thanks to this, now we can actually go and, you know, take care of all the, you know, whenever we see a sand mice antenna, we can actually activate it in the next levels. And you don't have to do this immediately after you do the hoverboard races. So if you want to do this later, you can. But due to some events that will be happening soon enough, and the way Ratchet behaves in that cutscene, I kind of wanted this to be happening earlier. Also, no, the sand mice does not follow you into another planet, so it's just gonna stay here for a while. We gotta go to Planet Umbris at Quark's HQ. Yeah, hey, he's staying here. He can't come with. That's sad. Yeah, it's just a drone. It's not actually a mouse. It's just a drone. Okay. Anyways, there's gonna be a cutscene immediately once we commit. So let me shut up now.
Welcome to my challenge course. Now is your chance to prove yourself strong and brave, like me. Conquer it, and you'll join in my fight against evil.
Haven't we done enough already?
What? I can't hear you.
I said, haven't we done?
Sorry, still having trouble. Tell me later.
Later? We might be dead by then.
What?
All right, Clank, let's get going.
So funny you mentioned that, Ratchet, because this is actually a pretty hard level. So there is definitely a possibility that we'll die once or twice on our way up there. But you know, as for a different time. Okay, anyways. Let's see. So I need to... Yeah, there's only one... Unlike all the other levels, I have like a bunch of different pathways. This was just a straight line from beginning to end. But again, it is pretty tough. Mind glove is... I don't like the mind glove. I never use it. So... We're probably gonna get... There's some weapons I'll just literally save until the end. When I have a bunch of bolts in my pocket that I don't want to use for anything. That I don't have anything else to use them for, I mean. Okay, let's see. And you can use this platform to get back if you want. Well, we don't need to get back right now, so that's okay. Look at this thing. Should have loved why it just explodes. And there it is, the me clip was the first time I'd ever seen Quark in a YouTube poop. Ah! Interesting. Yeah, it's not really one of his more iconic phrases or anything, but it is. Yeah, it's funny. Alright, anyways, these things, if you get close enough to them, they start charging towards you, so the Pyrocitor is the next best thing to use in there. Again, the Pyrocitor is easily one of the most useful weapons in the game. There is an opportunity to use it in just about every scenario. I mean, just about every planet. There's some times where it's actually not that useful, but almost always it's going to be pretty useful. Anyways, you can't actually destroy these turrets. You can hit them to make them go away for a few seconds, so that's useful. There's a guy right here. Well, a mine, I mean, not a guy. And there's a conga line of them right here. As long as you hold down the Pyrocitor, they can't do anything to you. Okay, did I miss a few bolts? Yes, I did. Okay, did I miss any more bolts? I did not. Okay. Let's see. You. And then you. How did that hit me? Hey! Okay, fine, I guess I gotta get closer to them. I mean, not as close to them. Ratchet, you look really angry. You look... What are you looking at? Okay, I guess there's some enemies over there, but I didn't know your actual vision extended that far. Huh. I didn't... Like, I knew that Ratchet actually gets angry when there's enemies nearby. But I'm finding it hard to believe he can actually see the enemies from so far away. Or maybe it's just a glitch, I don't know. Okay. Doesn't matter, it's just bit that he got shot. Man, I took damage. Whoever's controlling me right now is a piece of shit. I can imagine him saying something like that. Okay. Then again, Ratchet does not break the fourth wall quite as much as, like, say, fucking Bobsy or something. So, I mean, he does break the fourth wall every once in a while. But, yeah, Bobsy is just on a whole new level. Which, maybe that's why he's back in the fucking gaming market nowadays. With the fucking Woolly Strike Back. Which, again, apparently from what I've seen, Bobsy, the Woolly Strike Back, is actually not a bad game. It's just really, really short. That's the problem with it. You know, it is literally like an hour and a half, and they're asking $30 for it. It's not worth it. But technically, if you end up getting it, it is an hour and a half that is fun to do for the most part. It's not perfect because it's fucking Bobsy. Bobsy is not allowed to be actually good. But you know. Anyways, but again, all I know about the main thing I know about the new Bobsy game is that it is made by the same developer that made the modern version of the Giana Sisters game, which I hear is pretty good. I mean, the people that played it liked it, and from what I played, I liked. I haven't played all of it, but I did play a little bit of it, and that was pretty fun. And it definitely looks like Giana Sisters. Like, aesthetically, it's pretty much the same. It almost looks the same, just with a different, like, aesthetic. Or different levels, even. Maybe not. Maybe it's even the same aesthetic and everything. Okay. The art direction is really similar. So I guess it's kind of hard for that developer to break out of their zone of comfort. Kind of weird, but well, not weird. Just it's. Usually you see that when developers make a new game, they usually try to make a completely unique art style. But even then, like, some games still have, like... For example, Sly Cooper and the Infamous franchise. They're... Oh shit, I fucked that up. Okay, hold on. They're both made by Sucker Punch. And they're very, very different games. But... Okay. But, in certain, like in the way that some of the characters move, you can actually tell that they were both made by Sucker Punch. Also, what the hell happened to the camera there? Jesus. So, there is sort of like a staple thing to every company. Or well, no, maybe not everything, but most companies have like a trait that you can tell, you know, makes the game obviously made by that company. Which, speaking of which, I'm very interested on seeing what Sucker Punch is gonna do with their new game. What's it called? Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, I really want to see what that game's gonna be like, because the idea of it is basically, for those who haven't seen anything about Ghost of Tsushima, it's like it's an upcoming PS4 game made by Sucker Punch, which has you playing as like a Japanese samurai ninja sort of person. I think he's more of a samurai than a ninja, but he also kind of looks like a ninja, so I'm gonna assume he's also a ninja. And it's set in like the 1200s, in the Mongolian invasion in Japan. It's set in the Tsushima Island, which from the trailer it looked fucking beautiful. So I'm really interested in that game. Like, that was the only interesting thing that was shown at Paris Games Week, in my opinion. Anyways, that's pretty cool. Anyways, Joel stuffed through the entire experience despite being a self-proclaimed Bobsy sympathizer. Maybe it's just because he had a verbosity slider all the way up the entire time. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Oh, absolutely. You know when you're playing a Telltale game or an Atlus game. Yeah, I can definitely see that. What else? Then again, also, yeah, Insomniac Games. Like, you can definitely tell that Spyro and Ratchet were both made by Insomniac Games. But then there's Resistance, which is like Insomniac Games' response to Uncharted. And I mean, it was well received, but it wasn't that particularly popular, so I actually haven't played much of it, so I couldn't tell you if Resistance really has that Insomniac feel like their other games do. And maybe that's why they kind of stopped working with the franchise. I think the last Resistance game was like Resistance Burning Skies or something like that on... Or maybe it's not Burning Skies, but something else, something like that on the PS Vita. And like, the game wasn't bad, but it wasn't the PS Vita, so nobody played it. But yeah. Anyways, we activated the switches, so now we can move on over here. And there's like a thing. Okay. Or an EA game, or an Activision Blizzard game, you can absolutely tell what you're playing when you're playing one of those. Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh boy. I would hate if one of my favorite franchises was suddenly published by one of those guys. Like I had this terrible dream the other day where fucking Senran Kagura was published by Electronic Arts, and they had like panty boxes where instead of just getting underwear via in-game like currency like you normally do in a Senran Kagura game, you would actually have to buy loot boxes that may or may not give you duplicate panties, and that just sounds terrifying for so many different reasons. It's horrifying. Okay. And if you have to install an all-new DRM and game manager, then you know you're playing a Ubisoft game. Ah yes, I'm sure you're very familiar with that now with South Park. Alright. Anyways, I kind of looked over the Quark statue over here, but there is just a random Quark statue. It's right here. I'm not sure if it fits the scenery, and it's not like this room is anything special, but there's a Quark statue right there. Alright. Okay, my voice seems to be getting a little bit... I mean, it's not too terrible yet, but I do need to start being a little bit more careful with my voice, because I know if I keep talking like this too much, I will lose my voice in the next, like, in the next, like, half hour. So I gotta make sure that doesn't happen. Okay, there's a bunch of boxes over here, but we gotta make sure we don't jump in the water, because there's sharks. Or, like, giant piranha fish. You don't want to deal with those guys. But, Anyways. Okay. Also, that if you may have noticed that I always jump immediately after I attack with the wrench. It's because there is a noticeable lag. Yeah, because like, okay, I'm holding the joystick right now. So you see how long it takes for him to start running again after you hit? Otherwise, when you actually hit and jump, you can move a lot faster. So that's why I always jump immediately after I hit with the wrench. Yeah, it's just a little tidbit over there. Okay, so now that he's on shallow water, we can actually fight him. It's kind of defenseless, but now if they're on shallow water, they can still move around and attack you. But if you actually manage to get these guys on solid ground, then they're fucked. There's nothing they can do. You are free to kill them as you please. And it's kind of interesting because in this game, because of the what's the name of this thing? The hydro displacer. You can drain the water and actually fight those sharks. But in Ratchet & Clank Going Commando, because you're actually freezing the water, you never get to fight those things. Also, I believe, yes, there is. Okay. Took me a while to figure out that secret, but yeah, you just drop down there. There's a freaking bolt. There we go. Okay, I just gotta go back up there. Anyways, would this game be improved if you could use the wrench like Link's sword in Twilight Princess by waving the controller around? I don't think so, for two reasons. First of all, I think Ratchet's normal like moveset with the wrench is pretty useful already. Like, there's not a whole lot of variety, but you know, the three kind of attacks that he can do are good enough as is. And second, the main focus of this game is using your huge arsenal of weapons, not so much the wrench. So so even if they made the wrench that much more useful, it still would be kind of missing the point when the idea is that they just make a bunch of really cool weapons. So I think that's what I think, at least. I know I still like to use the wrench fairly often, but overall weapons are definitely the way to go for most scenarios. Okay. Also, let me see if I can actually grab this guy in. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So, like I was saying earlier, if you actually catch them on solid ground, there's nothing they can do. Those guys are just gonna stay there. Alright. Well, I'm speaking from a convenience standpoint, being able to keep running while swinging your wrench all around while smashing things. I guess from that point of view, it would be kind of useful. And I want to say that's how the really later, like much later Ratchet & Clank games do that. I think Ratchet is able to move, or is he? Is Ratchet able to move while, no, like use the wrench while moving in the later games? Or maybe it's just his actual attacking animation got shorter. That might be it. I would have sworn that these guys would die like one hit from fire, but I guess I was mistaken. Or maybe they do, hold on. Do the fish die in one hit from fire? No, they don't. It's just that one did for some reason. That's weird. Anyways. Okay, this game doesn't have it. But there is an item that you can get on like the later Ratchet & Clank games, where when you do this thing, the Hyper Strike, it actually causes an earthquake, and that earthquake will destroy all the destructible items within a certain area. So that combined with like the bolt magnet it just makes it so you just go into a room. Like, for example, right here, if we had that in this game, I would just do this, and it would break all the boxes in this area, and then, you know, I would just have all the bolts coming straight at me because of the bolt magnet that you can get later. So unfortunately, this game doesn't have it, so we will have to go out of our way to break every single box. But in Ratchet & Clank 2 and beyond, we will be able to get something like that. Alright. Okay, let's see. Don't be silly, everyone knows fire is only 50% effective against fish. Okay. Anyways, also there's no reason to go down there. There's no fish down here either, it's just... I don't know, I feel like they could have done more with this room, but they didn't, that's okay. Also, again, in the stream you can actually see the oxygen meter right there. Like half of it at least, popping up. But on my screen I only see a small fraction of it. So that means the stream is for some reason actually on a wider resolution than the actual game that I'm playing. But that's definitely a glitch though. You're not supposed to be able to see the oxygen meter at all unless you're actually underwater. And the reason for that's probably because this is obviously the remastered version of the game. So that was probably there as well in the original PS2 release, but because that version didn't have a screen that's as wide as the PS3 version, then you know, they could hide it very easily. But in this new resolution, they can't really do that. So I think that's what happened there. Okay. We actually need to come back here and drain the water again. Alright. Well, yes, I can. I was wondering what that was all about. I get it. It must be like when I put Pokemon Colosseum in widescreen and some UI elements were hidden or just off-screen when they weren't being used. Yeah, I think that's just something that's commonly used by developers probably, because maybe it's a lot more like code effective to have all the UI actually present at all times, but just hide it off screen when something is not being used, as opposed to actually implementing a code that makes the UI appear when it's needed. Again, maybe that's just optimization. But again, when you put things on different resolutions than what they're supposed to be, this kind of stuff just tends to happen. Anyways, we can't go there right now, but here's Captain Quark.
Well, you two continue to surprise me. Step into the ring of heroes, and I will finally give you what you deserve.
Ratchet, this is no time for you to become cautious. We have reached our goal.
I don't know. There's something fishy going on here.
Listen to your little metal friend, Ratchet. Your destiny is mere steps away.
It's just something doesn't seem right.
This is it. Quark is going to help us stop Chairman Drek.
Why, thank you, Clank. You've been most helpful.
Get off of me, you idiot!
I love it when a plan comes together.
What do you mean?
What do you think he means, genius? He's not gonna help us, he's gonna kill us!
You catch on quick. Although there is one problem with your hypothesis. I'm not going to kill you.
You're not?
No. He is.
But why?
But why? It's really not that difficult to decipher. I'm the official spokesman for Drek's new planet. I can't have you two getting in the way of my comeback.
This isn't over, Quark!
No. But it will be soon.
Oh no, who would have thought Quark is actually a villain? And actually, I think Quark has actually been a good guy for the majority of the Ratchet & Clank's history. But he is a villain here, and has been known to be kind of a shady character all throughout, pretty much every time. Also, what Why is that green? Shouldn't it be red? Oh, jeez. Anyways, I actually need to guide him to these bridges. And hold on. There we go. And that's the main way you actually do damage to that guy. Oh jeez. Camera wasn't cooperating there. Okay, I think the blaster will be the most useful weapon for this guy right now. I'm gonna have to get close to him. Don't fall in the thing. Alright. Let's go over there again. Ow! Shit, I messed up. Fuck. Okay. Hold on. Eventually he's gonna... Eventually. There we go. Okay. Also, something to keep in mind, this game does not have... I think none of the Ratchet Clank games, in fact, have anything like headshots or, you know, doing extra damage to enemies by hitting them in different parts of their bodies. Now, you just hit... As long as you're hitting the enemy in some way, shape, or form, you will do the same amount of damage, no matter what part you're hitting them at. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and come over here. Ow! Shit, I fucked up. Alright, hold on. Okay, fine. If you wanna go that way, we can go that way. Jeez. Alright, hold on. We got one more hit of... shit. Fuck. Okay, I didn't realize those sank so fast. Alright. Okay, this is gonna be our platform of use. Ow! Crap. Can't take... Crap! Okay. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. Hold on. Please don't be mean. Hey, come on. There we go. Okay, please. Up to the bridge. I promise it won't hurt. Not like all the other... Okay, thank God we have health over here. Boom, we're done. Okay, well that's that. The music is still going, but we're done here. I could go grab that health, but I don't think there's any reason to, because I think our health does replenish from planet to planet. So that's cool. Alright, anyway, there's gonna be a cutscene here.
I wonder what that infobot is for.
Maybe it can replace you.
We're pinned down! We're pinned down! The ships are hammering our position from the air! That was a little too close! We need support! Now! Actually, I need support. My entire battalion went AWOL and left me to fight this war on my own. If the enemy doesn't kill those guys, I will. I'm not gonna last much longer. Requesting immediate assistance. Over and out.
Those are direct ships destroying that planet. We must help that commando.
Are you serious? That's it. I am out of here. Captain Quark is gonna be sorry he messed with me.
This is not about Captain Quark anymore. There are innocent lives being lost.
Yeah? Well, I'm done with this stupid hero stuff. I got my own agenda now.
Ratchet, this is not like you.
What do you know about me? You've spent this whole time looking for Quark. You don't know anything about me.
I know that you will do the right thing.
Well, right now the thing I want to do is find Quark. How do you start this stupid thing?
Have you forgotten? You need a robotic ignition system. I will start the ship if you agree to help that commando.
So, blackmail is it? Fine. Just shut up and start the ship.
Back so soon?
Oh, you're talking to me.
I'm not in the habit of talking to myself, you buffoon. Did you get rid of them?
Yes. No. Well, I had this plan, and I thought...
You thought? You thought? I do the thinking around here, you slug-brained idiot. I simply needed you to eliminate those two nuisances before they could cause any real trouble.
But I wanted to...
Do you still want to be the highly paid spokesman for my planet?
Yeah?
Then the next time I send you to do a job, I want results! Now get out of my sight!
Well, I guess I'll put the microphone back on, but we are gonna get a cutscene immediately after this. Anyways, there is something I want to mention about Ratchet once we get out of this next cutscene.
Add attention, you deserting maggots! The next time you soldiers try to go AWOL, I'll shoot you myself!
Look, I just want to...
Zip it, worm! You see those bombers? If you don't get to the turrets and knock those ships out of the sky, this whole planet's gonna be rubble! Meet me at the city entrance!
He needs our help.
Yeah? Why don't you go help him? Into another trap. Well, go on. Go fight some evil.
At least I'm not a coward.
Whatever. As soon as I find Quark, I'm selling you for scrap.
Okay, so obviously that's the main reason why I didn't want to get the Sonic Summoner before doing the. That's why I wanted to get the Sonic Summoner before going to Quark's planet, because in that regardless, because you can do that cutscene at any point. And if we had done that cutscene after the events of what just happened, Ratchet would still be like nice to Clank in that cutscene, which doesn't make sense because now Ratchet is like super mad at him. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why. I don't think it's justifiable for Ratchet to be like this angry at Clank, but he is a very hot-headed, like reckless character, so it fits him, but it's still kind of extreme of him to do that. But anyways, that's okay though. We got a pretty cool weapon here though.
Hi there, Fuzzball.
A Devastator. It's a rocket launcher. It was just a straight up rocket launcher. We're gonna buy that. Okay, any idea what General Big Chin's name is? What the hell is it? Commander something? Oh my god, what was his name? Just look up like Ratchet and Clank 1 Commander, or like Sergeant or something like that, and I'm sure something will pop up. Whether it be on the Ratchet and Clank wiki. What the? That's just mean, game. You can't just put explosives there. What the hell? Anyways, let me go ahead and change this up a little bit. So, I might still use the... actually, I don't use the Glow of Doom that much. I use it every once in a while, but not that much. Yeah, his voice is definitely very familiar. Like, that sounds like the standard generic like soldier sergeant voice, which again is pretty good. But I'm sure we've all heard that voice at least at some point somewhere, because it's just so common. Anyways, here's an entire grind rail section. This is pretty fun, actually. It's also really short. I'm kidding, there's more to it. Alright, let's see. Okay, let's... gotta make sure we're jumping over all these obstacles. Don't fall down to our deaths. That would be bad. Okay. And you can actually come around. So we have all these vaults over here, but technically the right way to go is to go back over there and do the other thing. Nearest hole is for Commander, and none referring to him. Interesting. Okay, well, the name of this planet is Planet Battalia, so maybe you can look up Ratchet and Clank Planet Battalia, and that will pop him up. That will pop up results for him, maybe. Yeah, Planet Battalia is the name of the planet, so look that up. You're like battalion, but instead of battalion, it's battalia. That's how you spell. Ow! Hey. Anyways, whatever. Alright. Focus a little bit here, because this one's kind of hard. Alright. Okay, there we go. And then we gotta jump over here, because I want to do the entire section again. That would not be fun. Okay. Let's keep going over here. We're almost done here, so it's okay. It is pretty fun anyways. It's not like I don't want to do it. Alright. Okay, I almost fell to my doom right there. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, make sure you don't jump here. Because if you jump, I think you'll overshoot.
Who are you? What are you doing?
We are on a mission to save the galaxy.
Speak for yourself and put your hands down. You look ridiculous.
Actually, I don't care who you are. I've got to get the heck out of here. I joined the army to get money to go to college. I never knew I'd end up in a war. Go figure.
This is a noble cause, sir.
Noble my hiney. I just want to get home to my family. Here, I pulled this off a busted robot. Give me some bolts for bus fare and it's yours.
Well, this guy is just... I'm not sure how you got here. Because you don't have grind boots, so... Well, actually, this kind of look like grind boots. Maybe they're for different kind of grind boots. But anyways, so... Dude, how did you end up in this platform out in the middle of nowhere? Like, man. Yeah, you gotta get your priorities straight. Anyways.
Thanks a bunch. Good luck saving the galaxy or whatever.
Greetings, Supreme Executive Chairman Drek. As you can see, we're about to test our newest automated pilot's helmet. This helmet allows pilots to control our latest high-tech fighters using only their thoughts. Please enjoy the demonstration. We still have a few minor adjustments to make.
Wow! If they ever get the kinks worked out of that thing, I have got to get me one of those.
If they are working for Chairman Drek, they may know where he is.
Is that all you can think about? Drek this and Drek that? I got my own problems.
If you cannot see the importance of this situation, you do have problems.
Yeah? Well, if you're so smart, how come you fell for Quark's stupid trick? Ah, forget it. We both need to get to this planet, and that's all that matters.
You know, now that I think about it, Drek, not the character, the word, Drek, it's a pretty intense sounding insult that I don't hear enough people use. In fact, I think the only other character that I've ever heard use the word Drek to insult someone is Ash from Tales of the Abyss. He's the only other person I've ever heard use the word Drek. And anyways, also, hey you. So those guys, they appear every once in a while. I think in this planet specifically. And they don't actually do anything, but they drop a lot of gold. I mean, bolts. If you manage to catch them. Also, actually, I just remember I missed a thing. Maybe. Anyway, that's okay. Let's, actually, the right way to get up there is through the stairs, but you can also just do this. You just get up here. That's kind of cool. But anyways, before we actually kill those enemies, I want to go back down here, and here's the thing to summon the sand mice. And I believe there's actually a skill point if you get him to kill every enemy, or okay, maybe not every enemy, but like a lot of enemies here in Planet Battaglia. What are you shooting? Okay, well there we go. He's disappeared now. But anyways, basically what you gotta do is just get him to shoot either every enemy or like a lot of enemies. And you have to let him do it. You can't do it yourself. So yeah. But we're not gonna. I mean, I might go back and do that on my own time, but I'm not gonna do it now because that would just be kind of boring to have to come back and forth to grab the sand mice, the sand mouse. Yeah. Anyway, there's this puzzle right here, but we can also just do that. Get the gold bolt. Alright. Also, apparently the Commando is literally just called the Commando, and it's also voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson. That actually makes sense. I like the Ozzy and Drix dynamic they have in this game. Yeah, I can see that too. Anyways, let's go ahead and solve this little thing. This one's actually kind of complicated, so bear with me. I think that's the one I have in there. And then like that maybe? No, hold on. I feel like I almost got it. But not quite. No. Maybe, okay, maybe it's something like this. Nah, hold on. Usually I don't actually pay too much attention to like the logic in these puzzles. I just kind of move stuff around until something hopefully works. Ay, ay, ay. Hold on. Maybe this is the one I have to move around a little bit more. Ay, ay, okay, no. Yeah, I think that's the only spot where you can be. Imagine if lockpicking in the Elder Scrolls was this complicated. Yeah, it's... Thankfully, it's not... It's only... There's a thing you only have to do with certain... There we go! Okay, I'm not sure what I did differently that time, but it worked. Anyways, your reward is a whole bunch of bolts. Sometimes that's usually the reward for all the optional... usually the reward for all the optional... Trespasser puzzles is just a whole lot of bolts. Which is useful, don't get me wrong, but yeah. Oh, camera, please. Actually, we might as well go ahead and use the new weapon we just got. So yeah, it's just a straight up rocket launcher. Well, that bridge is gone. Thankfully there's still like pipes that work for it. Anything else? I don't think there's anything else back there. Alright, let's see. So I believe there is a tank around here somewhere. Let's see. Is there? Okay, hold on. I'll take care of this guy first. I swear there's a tank around here somewhere, but maybe he's not coming out right now. A rocket launcher. Hey, okay. Are we almost full on ammo? Actually, I think we are. Just need a couple more Devastator shots. This definitely will be one of the more useful weapons as well. Like, it's up there with the Pyrocitor and Blaster as far as like really useful weapons is concerned. The Bomb Glove is unfortunately not quite that useful. Okay, please. As you can see, the Bomb Glove is really not that freaking useful. Oh yeah, yeah. Let's see. I know you're there. I see you're in teenage. You can break those? I did not know you could break those actually. Come on. Come on, there. You got bombs, I got bombs too. There. Alright. Yeah, I was actually not aware that you could break those things. The more you know. Alright, anyways, go ahead and first get these boxes over here. Are there any boxes over here? No, it's just a little area you can go into. But let's go ahead and turn this thing. I think that's when the tank is gonna come in. I believe so, at least. There we go. Yeah, I just saw that tank literally spawn as I was doing that. Also, is there maybe up there actually? I believe there is a secret area you can go into somewhere. Where's the tank? There he is. Okay, let's okay, it's got a couple of hits. So it's still alive. And they can't, but it can't actually run over you or anything. So you can just get on top of it and start hitting it from the top. I'm not sure why they decided to let tanks stay alive after you take out the main threat, but it's just a thing you can do. Hello, no, hold on, shit, Fucking, I forgot that there was one right there. It got away. It's a lot of bolts that I could have gotten. Okay, whatever, doesn't matter. It's okay. I'm sure we'll have our chance again in the future. Maybe. We will have to come back to this planet anyways. We pretty much have to go back to every planet at some point. Just if you want to complete the game, at least you will, because a lot of planets have certain puzzles that you can't solve until you get some gadgets and stuff that you get way later. Alright. Let's see, so... Now then, where we gotta go is over here. There's gonna be like 2 tanks down there, but there's also a couple of those explosive bush guys, and then one of these freaking dudes. Okay, there we go. That's them taken care of. There's a tank right there. Gotta took care of that guy. You take like 3 shots. There we go. And there's another bush guy around here somewhere. I never where, but somewhere. What the? Hey! Okay, well, there's one of them. There's the other one. There we go. Okay, I think that's the last one. And... again, I think that's the last one. There might be a couple more. Or not. No, I don't think there's any more, actually. Never mind. I can see that those boxes are actually not on the ground. Like, you can actually see them floating just a little bit above the ground. I mean, fair enough. I guess they didn't want them looking like they're clipping, but still kind of weird looking. Alright. Anyways, you can go back down there if you want. It just leads you back to that area we're just at. But there's no reason to. So, you know, it's just an option if you want to go back for whatever reason, even though we're pretty much at the end of the level now. Okay, am I imagining things, or is the frame rate getting really choppy? Really now? Oh shit, I dropped 30 frames at some point. Why is that happening? Oh crap. No. No, I was having a good stream so far. Shit. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, if we get that. Did you just get choppy again? No. Okay. Don't do that, game. Jesus. Okay, let's if it gets choppy again, let me know. And yeah, we're almost at the 2-hour mark anyway, so again, I want to go for a little bit longer tonight, just to kind of compensate for not having a stream on Friday. But if the frame rate actually starts getting sloppy and stuff like that, I'll have to, you know.
Blasted thing, it won't budge. I've tried everything I know short of nuclear weaponry. No, never mind.
Well, you tried. See ya.
Not so fast, soldier. You're going into that compound even if I have to throw you. Aha! That ventilation shaft leads to the turret platform. Soldier, find a way to use that shaft to infiltrate the compound undetected. You've shown bravery by making it this far, soldier. And for that, I reward you. I intercepted this communique that you might find useful. Take it. I'm off to find my battalion. Good luck.
Hello once again, fellow blog. I hope this message finds you well. As many of you know, our home planet is no longer habitable. We've abandoned our factories, our laboratories, and our happy lives because of the encroaching pollution, leaving much behind. Fortunately, the nearby planets will supply us with all we need to create our new home, which is nearing completion. Once our scientists locate the ideal orbit, our new world will be perfect. So reserve your space now. Prime locations are filling up fast. Good day.
Now do you understand why we must stop him? He won't rest until he has destroyed every planet in the galaxy.
Yeah? Well, I got bigger fish to fry.
Bigger than the galaxy?
Well, different fish anyway. Look, Didn't that commando guy say we could get into that compound?
Yes, by using the ventilation shaft. But we will need something special to walk on that.
Fine. Let's get going then. We'll come back later.
You will need a pair of Gadgetron Magna boots to traverse this ventilation shaft. Unfortunately, our scanners do not detect any Magna boots on this planet.
Hey. Okay. Anyway, so apparently we're having some frame rate problems. That's bad. That's real bad. If that is the case, then we might have to end the stream here real soon. But I guess for now I'll be heading back towards what's the name of it? Towards the might have just been me. Okay, good. If that's the case, then I still have enough time to do at least one more planet. If not, then for today. Okay. Twitch like completely froze on me for half a minute. That's weird. Huh. Yeah, maybe the again I am getting something here. Like I lost 30 frames. No, wait, no, I didn't. No, that I'm running at 30. I didn't actually drop anything. Okay, so that might have just been a glitch on your end, maybe. But yeah, if you notice anything again, let me know, and I'll check if there's anything running on my end or not. But anyways, we have about enough time. I really don't like fucking Orson. I don't like this play. I do not like this place. But guess what? It's alright. So let's go ahead and take care of that. And this might be it for tonight, or depending on how quickly we finish it, we might actually go ahead and go to do auction as well, just so I don't have to deal with it first thing next week. But anyways, Planet Spa. It's a very red, fiery lava place. It actually looks really cool and the music is great, but it's completely covered in lava, so that's kind of spooky. Anyways, let's go ahead and it actually just drops you right here on the elevator, which will take you to the main part of the planet. But there is something else we can do here. First of all, though, is there any? Oh, hello.
Got some great bargains for you today.
That is like stretch as hell, but a walloper. That's actually a pretty good weapon too. So let's go and buy that. Anyways, you might want to double check the last hour of the stream or so just to be safe. Yeah, it might be a good idea. Anyways, let me go ahead and put the walloper right here. So, the walloper. It's actually a melee weapon. It doesn't use ammo. And it's really freaking powerful. Like, extremely powerful. In Ratchet Clank going commando, it actually makes a return, but it's really weak on that game. In here, however, holy shit, man, it does damage. So we're gonna be having fun with this thing. And again, the good thing is that it doesn't use ammo. I mean, it's obviously a close range weapon, but yeah, we got an electric boxing glove. It's pretty cool, trust me. Once we actually get to hit someone with it, it'll send them like flying, because it's so powerful. All right. Anyways, let's go ahead and use the swing shot over here. Okay, there's a couple of enemies right there, so go ahead and use it on them. Okay, yeah, wait for those explosions though. Go ahead and open all these things first. Okay, there we are. Let's go ahead and wallop them. Boom. It's okay. Maybe it was a little bit hard to see, but it does fucking throw them like flying. And even if they were big, strong enemies, you would still like kill them in one hit. It is again a pretty freaking useful weapon. All right, let's see if we can get up here. Nope. Okay. Okay, let me try that one more time because I feel like I should be able to get up there, but okay, there we go. I had to do that so I could actually destroy this thing. Get a couple of bullets for it, but the main reason I'm doing it is so that we can get a skill point later. Shit! Nope. Okay. Fuck me. I'm dead. Aye. I did not jump that right. Okay, let's try that again. Let's see. I barely ever saw it. You just send them to the moon. Not to the moon. It just... It has the biggest knockback in the game, basically. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, thankfully that thing is already destroyed. Oh, I'm an idiot. I could have just shot it. I keep forgetting that I have all these weapons. Like, I'm so enthralled in the new weapon that I just got that I forgot that I had other options. Okay, let's see. Well, they fucking disappear, I'll tell you that much. Oh, wait, there he is. Okay. Anyways, you're the one that I actually need to destroy to proceed to level, though. Something about this situation reminds me of the time I played a flying simulator on PC and somehow it merely blew up the carrier I was sitting on. Is that like a Steam game or something? That sounds like something straight out of Steam. Alright. Anyways. I don't understand why the Walloper sends him backwards, though. Now, that's kind of weird. But, anyways, that's okay. Well, they actually get thrown back pretty far, even with just a wrench. Maybe the knockback isn't as impressive as I remember it being, but, still a very powerful weapon, though. It does, like, one punch with the Walloper equates to, like, 4 wrench attacks. So it's pretty good. Alright. Oh no, this was years ago. Some simulator on like a CD-ROM. Ah, okay, I see. It still sounds like something that could potentially be on Steam, though. Just knowing the kind of shit that manages to get into Steam nowadays. My god. Something just blew up somewhere. What the hell was that? Anyways. Ow. Okay, anyways, go ahead and blow up this, whatchamacallit. Hey. There we go. You drop some bolts for me? There you are. Alright, cool. Is this where I need to go? This is where I need to go. That means we gotta go back down there and grab whatever we missed. Like this thing. And then... you. Hold on. Alright. It wasn't mine, it was just someone's house, and it was like, oh cool, what is this? And then boom. Explosions happened. Yeah, sounds like an average gaming experience to me. Things tend to explode a lot in this medium. Alright, let's see. Alright, got a couple more of these guys over here. Got a lot more of these guys over here, actually. Holy crap. I keep hearing TNTs exploding somewhere. Now he's got a bunch of bolts for no reason. I mean, I'll take it. I'm not complaining, but still, that's weird. Alright. Anyways. Now to get over there, you actually need to jump from here. Yeah, I don't think you will be able to make that jump if you try to do it from, like, down there. Okay. We have a couple... oh, hi, it's just a bunch of bolts. Maybe that's where the explosive box exploded from. Not sure. Well, the little enemies were exploding and dropping bolts. Is that what you were hearing? No, I heard like an actual TNT explosion, not just the enemies exploding. Which is weird. Like, that's the second time I hear that in this level. Maybe there's just some weird instance of an enemy getting too close to a thing where they shouldn't be getting close to. So, yeah. All right. I think we get a skill point for destroying all those ships, which is why some of the ships were actually like really out of the way, as opposed to some of the other ones were just like directly in front of you. Alright. This should give us a skill point. Is it? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. It was delayed, but we did definitely get a skill point. Alright. Actually, all of that was literally just for a freaking gold vault. I mean, I'll take it. It's useful. Okay, it's not really useful right now, but it will be useful, like way later. Alright. Let's see. We got 2 more, and then boom. Okay, now we can actually go back and do the main level. Alright, so can you actually... Okay, you can't fall off of this. Do keep that in mind. When you're riding a taxi, the taxi immediately just activates an invisible wall, so you can't fall off the taxi. Well, on this thing you can fall off, so I don't. You know, don't do that. Alright. Well, I was about to ask what on earth these ships did to the surf getting blown to smithereens. But nah, skill points is good enough. Yeah, then again, there's also the fact that these are Sherman Drake's ships. You know, this is technically his planet and his stuff. So for us to be destroying his property, it's actually doing the galaxy a favor. Alright. And again, I guess technically not everyone is responsible for what Drek does other than Drek himself. Everyone else is kind of trying to have a job here. So again, the whole capitalism thing. You're forced to work on the horrible boss because of economic conditions. Or as the plumber will say it, socioeconomic disparity. But that's just a word he likes, that's just a sentence he uses. Okay. Let's see. So we're all. So now we're actually going into the main section of the level, and this is where the Walloper would really come in handy because there's a particular kind of enemy that was like designed for you to hit him with this thing. Also, there's just turrets. You can mainly just use them to destroy doors, but here's some bombs. We can actually take them out from here, and that's technically the most useful way to do them, but there's also this guy right here. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, these bombs, they take like 4 normal hits to kill any other, to kill with the wrench. But the Walloper takes them out in 1 hit. So that's why I was saying that the Walloper was going to be really useful here, because they're also bombs. See? So you only have a limited amount to kill them before they explode. But the Walloper, because it takes them out in 1 hit, is just more useful. Also, these freaking like rocket launcher guys are really annoying too. Or it's like a machine gun for rockets. It's weird. Dr. Dre plus Shrek equals Drek. I never noticed that comparison. Yeah, that's a nice way to put it. Alright, it was you. Also, something else that the Walloper is useful for is breaking these things, because you can't break them with the wrench, but you can break them with this thing. And you don't have to go out of your way to use the an explosive to break them like that, because you know explosives actually cost ammo. Alright. You know, something I've never actually bothered to look up is if people have actually tried to do a wrench-only run of a Ratchet and Clank game. I think in theory it's possible. I've just never seen it. I've seen knife-only runs of Resident Evil, but I've never seen a wrench-only run of Ratchet and Clank. Huh. Maybe I should look that up once we're done here. Anyways, here's a turret. You use it to destroy the door, obviously, but I missed some bolts down there. Yeah, come back for those. Somehow. Okay, we'll think about that later. Anyways, we need the turret to destroy this door right here. But there's also an opportunity to go ahead and blow up some ships. Like that one. And, you know, that one. And the reason I'm doing this is because, as you may have guessed it, you get a skill point for this shit. So, I know you guys will probably just transport ships just flying around minding your own business, but I'm gonna need to blow you up so I can get some imaginary points. Okay. Is that one coming towards us? Yes, it is. There we go. Okay, yeah. Senseless destruction will usually yield good results in this game. Alright, I like the way you're dealing with this little bombinos. If some dude can complete Super Mario 64 without jumping, I think any challenge in any action platformer game is possible. Yeah, that sounds about right. So, what would also be really impressive, like Jack and... Ow. I might be going a little bit overboard for these bolts. Okay, there we got it. Jack and Daxter using... Jack and Jack 2 specifically, without using weapons. That would be a very impressive feat that I would love to see someone do. Though if no one has ever done it, I don't blame them, because holy shit, that sounds hard. Actually, I'm not sure if it's actually possible, because there are some enemies that are kind of out of range. Like some bosses specifically, I mean. In Jack 2. But maybe it's possible, I just never bothered to try anything that crazy, because Jack 2, as is already probably one of the hardest games on the PS2. So just putting an extra layer of challenge to it is just insanity. That's right. Just remember something, eh? The Globe of Doom is pretty good in here. Alright. Alright, put the... Alright, you guys take care of this. Let's see. Yeah, actually, you can come over there as well. And the frame rate just dies when those guys start shooting. Jesus Christ. Okay. Anyways. Not exactly without jumping, I'm talking to that guy that was trying to press A as few times as possible in Mario 64 and discovering parallel universes while doing so. I remember the one that like completed a certain level with a half A press. Is just ridiculous, but it's Super Mario 64. It's apparently one of the most versatile games in existence. And by versatile, I mean like versatile to break, because people have found ways to break that game beyond recognition. Ay. Anyways, the logical thing to do here is... I'm losing my voice. The logical thing to do here is to... Okay, please get on the turret. Get on the turret and kill these guys. That's the logical thing to do. Because what else would you do in a room that just has a fucking turret on it? Because you can also destroy these, like, TV things or whatever they are. Hey, just blow something up. I think I did. Alright. There we go. Okay, I'm almost dead. Gotta make sure I don't. Oh yeah. I might need some health. I don't know from where, but I'm gonna need some health. Pronto. Jeez, this is bad. Okay. Got all the bolts in here? I think it is. Okay, there's one more guy over there. Actually, I think I can just take him out with this. Because this will aim far enough. And same for that guy. There we go. Well, there might still be another guy around here, so I gotta keep my arms ready. And by arms, I mean my weapons ready. Alright. Golly, those dudes don't even try to protect their turret. Yeah, there's... Oh, hey, I just got some health. I didn't even realize. But, yeah, they're kind of dumb. Which is convenient for me. But, nonetheless, it is a thing. Okay, anyways, this is where we saw that ship that just crashed into that. And, You can get up here, but there's no reason to. It's just... It gives you a good look of the planet. But that's about all you can do over here. Alright. Yeah, I'm sorry to lose my voice now, so we're gonna go ahead and finish this place, and that will be the last thing I do tonight. Let's see.
Now this is cool.
You have acquired a pilot's helmet, manufactured by the Blarg. It will allow you to fly jet fighters via neural induction.
Well, so basically it lets you, like... I think Ratchet just naturally doesn't know how to ride a jet fighter, so this helmet allows him to control the jet fighter with his mind and allow it to do what he wants it to do. Which is interesting, but then again, it kind of just is forgotten because in the later games he actually legitimately learns how to fly a jet fighter, so you know. Anyways, I don't have a... Oh, actually I'm full health. Never mind. Before we go down there though, let me see. Did I forget anything down here? I don't think there is anything over here. Is that a vault? No, that's not. Okay. Anyways, am I saying things, or is this planet actually being bombarded with meteors? Who the heck would build here? Yeah, the planet is actually legitimately being bombarded with meteors. It's a... It has a constant and never-ending meteor storm. But I guess the facilities are strong enough to sustain it. So it balances out, I guess. Though I don't know how these people will solve their water problem, which again just makes me think that they don't... That the Blarg don't actually drink water. Also, that volcano looks really weird. Like, it looks like it has a hole on it. Wait. Anyways, we gotta go down here. But okay, we don't have to, but there's a secret. This entire secret area. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is getting close. Okay, hold on, let me put this shit back on. Okay, there we go. Actually took care of the guy that I needed to take care of. Alright. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Wait, hold on, there's one more. There we go now. Is there a few more? Oh shit, yes there is. Okay. Crap, there's a lot of enemies in here. Holy shit. Yeah, this is like a secret area. It's just like... It basically... It's like a gauntlet of enemies. It's ridiculous. But, let's see. I'm surprised they successfully built anything here in managing a construction worker desperately trying to get the framework in place, then getting blasted away by an exploding meteor. Well, I think that would be very fitting for the Ratchet and Clank universe, so that makes sense actually. Also, I'm not going to be using this thing right here, so we'll replace that with that instead. Seems like the Glove of Doom will be much more useful in this place. Okay. Come on, there's one more. There we go. So I'll just go ahead and explore the rest of the planet while those guys are taken care of. Unfortunately, they can't jump over gaps, so... Alright, let's see. I see this is where they mine the Hellstone. Yeah, I think this is just supposed to be lava. Also, there's lava on top of us. How does this planet work? What the hell? That's weird. I never noticed that. So there's just gravitationless lava on top of us. Hey. Okay, well anyways, do not actually touch the red fiery stone though. It will in fact burn you. Alright. Anyways. Okay, let's go ahead and get behind cover. Let these guys take care of it. Okay, I think we need to throw one more in there somewhere though. Let's get mine cover again. Holy shit. Yeah, they all think, nope, there's still a guy. There's still a guy right there. Please take care of them. Okay, now are they dead? Is everyone fucking dead in this room now? Jesus. Alright, you won't fall until you stare at it for too long. Only stare at it for too long. This looks like some kind of word construction failure out of Minecraft. You know, now that you mention it, yeah, this place does kind of resemble a failed Minecraft experiment. And all of a sudden I feel like playing Minecraft. I haven't played Minecraft in years. I think I have it on my computer installed. I've never touched. I haven't touched it in quite literally years. Or maybe I have it installed on my laptop. I don't remember. Either way, it doesn't matter. Right now we're playing Ratchet and Clank though. Okay. Anyways, and your reward for doing this is of course a gold vault. Because why wouldn't it be? Ay. Okay. And there is there's a bunch more ammo so you can replenish it. Also, that was your old Gloves of Doom. Also, something that's actually really cool about Ratchet and Clank 1 is that every weapon has its own like ammunition box. You know, like its own ammunition design. Whereas in the later Ratchet and Clank games, it's just like a standard ammo case that will fill up anything. Now, the thing with this is that, obviously, if you open up a glove, like if you're missing ammo on two weapons, for example, let's say I'm missing ammo of the Glove of Doom and then the blaster. If I open a box and it only gives me Glove of Doom stuff, because I'm missing ammo for the Glove of Doom, I won't be able to replenish my blaster. So it is aesthetically more pleasing, but mechanically less useful, because in the later games, the standard like universal ammo actually fills you up with for all of your different weapons, so that's kind of useful for that. But I don't know, I still kind of like the idea of that every weapon has its own like ammunition slot. Yes. Why ever touch PC Minecraft when you could experience it in 4K on X-Bone? Hey, you make a point, but then again, we still have mods on PC. I don't think the X-Bone has a very wide range of... Like, I know that was a thing. They actually did want to advertise mods on X-Bone, but I don't think it has all of them. So, we're still better off over here on PC Master Race. Anyways, I gotta go to Orcs. Okay, no. My voice is dying now, so it's probably a good time to stop. But I am gonna give you guys at least a preview of what Orkson is like, and you soon understand why I don't like it. Let's see. Okay, so I'm actually not gonna skip this now because look at this. So yeah, we actually have to do this planet as Clank. O2 mass required for organic life forms. Yeah, so again, this is the planet of the Blargs, Orkson, and you can see the air is extremely populated, like polluted. So yeah, we have to do this place as Clank right now until we can get an O2 mask so that Ratchet can come out of there. Which again, it's kind of, again, I like the idea of being able to play as Clank, but not for an entire fucking level. That's a bit too much because Clank just moves too slow and stuff. But yeah. But anyways, again, I'm losing my voice already, and it's already getting kind of late, so that's all the time I have for you guys today. So join us next week as we explore the rest of this polluted wasteland and do a bunch of other stuff, because obviously we're going to be doing more planets. I at the rate at which we're going, I expect this game to end within the next 2 Sundays. So like we'll do the next Sunday, get pretty far with that, and then probably finish it the Sunday after that. If not, then for sure 3 Sundays from now. And even then, that might actually be a short stream, a very short stream, if I have to do a 5th one. But yeah, and also I hope to be able to stream Tales of Symphonia on Friday and Saturday. But if not, I hope we'll at least get one of those 2 days. Anyways, but yeah, so well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been all for today. And so here says goodbye. Autoplay 45.